Hello, 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 and welcome to another Wildcard Battle Blitz. Today we will see two teams face off to see who can crack the core and claim victory. Will Team Red push the line and get the goal, or will Blue, or the Blue team, crush the competition? Both teams have had hard to make it to today's matchup, and I'm sure we will see new and interesting strategy using creatures from across the galaxy. That's right, thanks to our sponsors at Bright Brew Energy and Lava Drop Hot Sauce, today's matchup is sure to be full of energy and fire. The teams now are heading out onto the arena floor and getting ready to start their attacks. Looks like blue team has thrown out a lava drop while red team has an infernus. Whose push will be stronger? Looks like some overhealing was also given to the blue team side. Looks like they are going to be focusing with some healing and some straight fast damage using Locke and Lily. Looks like red team is going to be a little bit more of the same with a Lily and Locke as well, but it looks like their decks are definitely different. Looks like red team is going more burn and churn, and blue team is going more health and vitality. So we'll see who will make the better choice with these deck matchups. Looks like red team is slowly pushing forward with their monsters, but blue team has now cleared them out. It looks like blue team is clearing out all of the red team's monsters and staying healthy. Now red team is going on the defensive. Looks like some time dilation shooter crews come out to slow down the Brock, and it is effective, but red team is still getting pushed back. Looks like blue team is going for the wild card and get it. So now red team is at an extra disadvantage, and it looks like the top lane is still holding strong with the blue push. Slowly but surely, they keep on pushing forward. But it looks like blue team is having to back out as Lily goes down. Looks like red team, though, has secured the top a little bit, it looks like. Even though red team is having to back up, there is no real heavy push from the blue team now as Lily is down. Looks like Blue Lock is trying to do some long-range damage with his flying attacks. And it looks like it is ever so slightly effective, but not really, as red team is setting up to have a lot of burning damage come out onto the enemy team. Especially with the healing that's going on and the AoE attack to the fire, it is actually kind of working and keeping the lane steady, even though blue team did get in some blitzboy damage on the red team goal. Blue team now doing a new defensive line using punks and short fuse along with Lily's heal to keep those little guys alive. Just a little bit longer to clear everything out. Blue Lock using his Volt to also clear out monsters, and it does kind of work, but red team still pushing extremely strong. Look like blue team is trying to pull out some little bit of mini damage with the blitz bomb, but it's not gonna work because red lily is just on the case. Blue team is now pushed back and having to do a full defend with the cores. Red team comes in with even more monsters to help with the push. You got a red zip zap in the back doing increased damage over time, which is really gonna help out with clearing. Looks like blue team Locke used his ult to help bring in some monsters into the red team's back line. And looks like it was effective as now the red team's push is completely gone. And red team is having to completely retreat. Looks like a good reset with the red goalie, and now the blue team's push has been just wiped out. Red team has reset with some shooter crews that do have time dilation ability, so hopefully that'll slow down the blue team's push. But it doesn't really look like, maybe it is working. Maybe it is. It didn't look like it was working for a second, but now it does. Red team pushing again, a really good back and forth between the two teams. Looks like blue team is going to try and get the wild card, but red lily is like, no, this is not happening. She's going to let her monsters up on the center lane continue to push and heal as she just moves around and make sure that the blue team does not get the wild card. She's gonna heal her healer and keep her healer summon alive. A little bit of aloe love. And she has to back out now. But Redlock comes in with an Infernus to help clear out the small monsters, along with using the Volt ability. But blue team's still pushing strong with a good mix of heavy and light monsters. Blue Team Lily healing the monsters in the backline, keeping everyone alive, and it's really becoming a good tussle between the two teams. Red Lock goes down though; he was in there too far, and so Red Lily has to go back and heal herself up, while also throwing out some monsters to try to defend her core. But Blue Team has now got a good push on the core, and it looks like it's very effective. Blue Lock having to back out due to low health, but it looks like Blue Lily came in to save. Blue team still strong even with a push, even though it's just a low amount of monsters. Lily coming in, keeping their summons alive in the short run, as now blue team is having to back up. Look at this. That is some great defensive pushback with the shooting. Like really good there. Mr. Spawns, that was beautiful. Red team now coming in with another push. Blue team has some monsters of their own that they're going to be able to come in with. Maybe, maybe not. Red team is really aggressive. They got two Infernuses. They got two types of shooter crew on the field just hitting at the blue team's core. Looks like blue team only has a Volcab and a Buckshot out, but maybe that's enough as blue team Lily goes down. Both blue team members are down, so red team and their summons just take down the goalie and continue their onslaught on the core. Looks like blue team Lock is going to come in. Is he going to be able to do anything? He throws out Infernus. That's going to help out with a little bit of clearing as he takes down some of the shooter crew, but loses half his health. He's going to go around and try and get the blaze, not the blaze. It's I forget what the scorpion's name are off the top of my head because I'm so excited. But blue Lock is definitely using the flight ability to. That aerial one-on-one, Blissful Grins doing the aerial kill shot on Lock while flying his Lock. That is not easy at all. That is extremely impressive. But blue team is able to at least get the wild card, so that's going to help them out as the blue team Lock is back from that shameful aerial kill. Blue team's got a nice little push on the far end, but red is coming in the center hot. Looks like the red goalie was able to easily take out the summons from the blue team, as red team now has a substantial push on the blue core. Blue Lock is going to come in and see if he can't take out some things with his ability of Thunder and Lightning! And it actually works out really well. Blue Lock cleared out those monsters really quickly, and and even Lily's ult healing definitely helped out as well. Red team now has to reset again on the back line as blue team is throwing out a couple monsters to help out. Red team ready with a red Infernus that has a lava pool. Looks like blue team was able to get off that Blitz bomb and still continue to push. Like red team had a good summon push defensive line there, but it looks like it's going down. They do have the zip zats which are helping, but it just was not enough as Brock is able to push through it all. Looks like Red Lily is having to be on the defensive side. She has to back out. She's gonna have to go down. And it looks like Blue Lily just comes in for the kill as Red Lock uses his ult to take out Blue Lily and almost take out Red Lock. Now Blue Lily's almost taking out Red Lock. I'm sorry, but yeah. Ooh, nice goalie bounce back. Clearing out everything, giving Red Team a chance to reset. Looks like Blue Lily is trying to slow him down with some punks, and it does kind of work. It took out the Infernus. And now it looks like there's going to be a wild card struggle on the bottom as the Blue Lily tries to defend the core from those shooter crews that could do a little bit of damage, and just that little bit could be the difference. Looks like Blue Lock is now clearing out the Tailblazers from the wild card, so he can take it. And now the blue team has a wild card advantage over the red team as Infernus and Infernus go against each other on the top. But with that little bit of extra help from the red lock, that blue Infernus is going to go down. Looks like blue lock, though, is going to try and do some aerial attacks. He just didn't have the height for it, so he couldn't. Happens to the best of us. Blue team is doing a strong push on the red core over there, and is actually defending very well as well. The red team having to stay back to clear out the side lane from the blue team's push, while blue team resets on the center lane with a strong center push. Bunch of overshielded punks and a blitz bomb. And the red team does throw out a red Infernus to try and clear everything up, but it backfires as the blitz bomb goes off on the core, just blowing all of the red team's defensive monsters and their players as well. Blue team is now uncontested in being able to damage the red team's core, and they are taking full advantage of that. 12 seconds to go on the wild card, so there's plenty of time for when they back out to be able to go after that wild card while the red team has to deal with defensive measures. Blue team does back out just as the wild card does reset. And red team has a strong push on the top lane with Shooter Cruz and an Invictus Infernus in the back line. Looks like blue team is going to focus on defense for this and maybe get the wild card later. Red team is focusing on that push to try and do more damage to the core. Let Infernus push forward as Redlock uses his ult to supplement the Infernus, and it actually does end up helping as Lily tries to heal the teammate monsters, and it does prolong their life, meaning they're able to do a little bit more extra damage. Blue team is able to clear out monsters with their small little punks. And Aerial Blue Lock is probably going to get revenge, maybe? It doesn't look like it. Oh, but he does with the Volt ability. Looks like Red Zip Zap almost took out Blue Lock. But it's a good reset. Now there's a blue Red Zip Zap against a Blue Lock, or a Blue Volt Crab, as blue team does focus on the wild card. Looks like I have a Blitz Bomb. It's going to be heading to the core, and if red team's not careful, they're going to get blown up as blue team does secure the wild card. Looks like they now will have 2 wild cards as it hasn't updated yet. But blue team's pushing strong as the red lock gets blown away. Blue team coming in now as it is overtime, which means the goalies do face each other to battle it out and to clear them out for the core. Blue Lily saves herself with an ult and goes on the defensive. Looks like both cores are now exposed as both goalies were low health. Blue team still trying to get a steady push on the core with their monsters on the sideline. But red team is also being extremely defensive and actually is now getting a little bit of a push on the bottom lane as blue team is being pushed back. Looks like lock versus lock, and the blue lock just comes out barely dodging attacks, but he does ultimately go down. Red lock now focusing on Lily and takes her down as well. Red team uncontested on the core. It looks like they will be the ones winning it. They have plenty of summons hitting on the core and quickly destroying that core. Looks like Blue Lock is going to come in and try and pull some moves with a DFA, and looks like that DFA also does fire damage. Lock also using his abilities in the core, just helping out in the last moments, clearing everything out, giving blue team a nice new push, being led in the charge by the goalie. Goalie versus goalie with an Infernus. Now, you see those health bars quickly going down because everyone is going out. Full force. Blue Lock getting destroyed. Red Lock holding on by a thread on the side with his aerial attacks as a blue Blitz Bomb comes in. And it's going to wind up destroying everything that Lock just threw down. Oh, no. He's going for the core now. It's even extra time on the floor, which means extra damage on the core. And now red team is trying to take down the blue goalie, and they actually end up getting it just as blue team comes back to hold the line. Looks like both teams are really committed to getting that top lane, but blue team actually has some punks in the back line that were doing some damage. Now the red team's going to send out some shoot crews to do it on the side. If blue team doesn't get those, they're going to slowly chip away at the core. Blue Lily using her ult to keep everyone alive as the red team is down to one player on the field, but it looks like Redlock comes back in, and it looks like he's going to try and do a sneak attack. Yeah, blue team, if they can manage it, they might be able to take out the red core in time, but if they can't, they're gonna get swept away by the, oh, and it looks like they will. Yep, blue team won it. Nice. That was a good match. There was a lot of back and forth in today's match. Dr. Gaita and Mr. Spawns did a really, really great job. I'm impressed by that match. That was really good. Lots of back and forth. People were getting wild cards. People were doing things. It was good. I liked that a lot. Uh, in the end, Dr. Gaita's team did pull it off. The other team, the blue team lock, did try to go in for a sneak attack, but it ended up failing them in the end. He should have stayed back, but I mean, sometimes you gotta risk it. Sometimes it pays off, and sometimes, like today, it just doesn't. But that's okay. There's always the next match. If you did enjoy what you watched, please do like and subscribe, and check out our other videos. Until next time and every time, be safe.